class. So this is the model we're gonna use for the next few classes. Here's the model. You'll find it in the scenes folder, and in the source image folder are the textures. If your model don't show the textures, okay, when you open it, just go to top menu, File, Set Project, and select this project folder, and then click on Set, and then reload your project and hit 6 key. Note all the textures. So basically for this model, as you can see, I have all these curves. So these are called controllers. As you can see, if I select this one, and if I hit W key to move it left or right, basically these controllers drives the joints, and the joints ringed with the mesh. Okay, so we are using the controller to drive the joints and then control the mesh. So we'll be able to create animations. Okay, and then let me go back. And then by selecting the controllers, you can create a keyframe here on the timeline. For example, if I select this one, hit S key, create the first keyframe, and then frame 10, I let it move left, and then frame 20, move it right, and then if I play, right, I create a sample animation. So you can do this for everything pretty much. Okay, here's the structure of the model, and I have all of the controllers in this folder, which is character control group. Okay, and in this folder we have all the joints. Okay, and in this folder we have the mesh. So these two folders, you don't have to touch them, because for animation we'll only use the controllers, right? And also for the cloth, for the dress, I haven't ringed it. So for example, if I rotate the body, as you can see, the dress is not ringed. That is another story, so I'll cover it in the future lesson when we move on to ring it. Right, so for animation, right now we'll just select the dress, and we'll go to show, display, and hide selection. Okay, so we'll have this character, without the dress for animation. Okay, so let me give you a introduction to the structure. So basically these joints, spine joints, you would use the rotation channel. Okay, because for a spine, you couldn't move your spine to a different location, right? The only thing you can do for a spine is rotate up and down or left and right, right? Here for the hand, you can use move tool and you can change its position, or you can use rotation and rotate them. And this is the elbow joint, and you can select elbow joint, and if I place it at a different location, as you can see, the elbow is aimed to this controller, right? So that's the way how you would use the elbow joint, elbow controller. Same thing for here, the knee controller. So the knee controller, basically, if you move a different location, you will need the neck to rotate, because the knee is aimed to this controller. Here for the foot, you'll just use the move tool, and you'll be able to move it to different location. You can use rotation, so you'll be able to rotate. Okay, and let's see. Here I also get the tip. So for the toe controller, you can rotate the toe, so you can have this type of animation. And also, let me go back. Also for this one, the ball, we can also rotate it, and that will cause the whole leg to rise up. And this controller basically is a root controller. See, this root controller, it contains everything pretty much. So you can select the root controller, and let's say if I created a walk animation or run animation, and then I can select the root controller, and at frame 1 I can hit S key, and frame 20 I can let it move forward. So so this way I will be able to make the whole character move forward. Okay, so that's what you will do for the root controller. So just delete it here. Okay, so that's pretty much of the whole thing. Basically, it's very easy, right? Very easy to get started with the animation. So in the next few lessons, I'm going to give you instruction for step to create a character animation. Create an idle animation, walk animation, run cycle, jump, and attack. So essentially, you will be able to use those animations for game. Okay,